guys, you need to understand you cannot have the best price, the best location, the best, biggest layout with direction to the sun. It doesn't work like that.
With Azizi, they do it very slow, and manager change a lot of times. So you buy from one manager, and then you need to deal with another one that really it has no interest.
Only objection with Ellington, price. So I hear many people, they say go for a community. It really depends. I think communities, they don't give you the same appreciation as single buildings. How are you doing, Edgar?
I'm doing well, Ilya. How are you, man?
I'm also amazing. Another week, another time, talking about real estate. So I wanted to talk about this one specific project with you. I want to know your opinion. We have now the new launch.
Yes.
And it has very affordable prices, right? Studio starting, I think it was around 580,000. One bed's under 1 million. I'm talking about Azizi Milan.
Azizi Milan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I guess you heard about it.
You want to say first your opinion, or?
Let's talk about Azizi, guys. So,
oh man.
Here's the thing with Azizi. Okay, I will start and then I want to know your opinion.
All right.
The thing with Azizi is it has a bad reputation. Let's say it very honestly. But they always manage to sell out their projects. Why is that? On the one side, we have the very affordable prices. We have the communities. They're focusing a lot on communities now. We had Azizi Venice before. We had Azizi Riviera before. So they're focusing a lot on that. And the communities look nice. They look decent, to be honest. On the other side, we have they're known for bad quality and for very big delays. This is, I think, the two things that the reputation is suffering a lot under. So what is your opinion about that?
We can add to that Azizi, sometimes we were facing some troubles with Resale. With Azizi, they do it very slow, and manager change a lot of times. So you buy from one manager, and then you need to deal with another one that really it has no interest, or politics also change in that company, I assume. That's why it explains why back in the days Azizi had a very bad reputation. Nowadays it's recovering and proving more, like with Azizi Venice. They show a lot of improvement. The project looks nice. It has a big potential. It has something that other communities don't provide, and it's a good for investment, and the numbers are pretty good.
The prices are amazing. Now there's one major problem that we have. First, we talked about the delay. That means, for investment, I have to agree with you, it's nice. But if you now say what happened to Azizi Riviera, where people lost 2 years of potential rent or money income, if this happens again, then it's more like a loss of money. Could be.
Yeah.
If they really improve now, as you said, and they will deliver it on time, or maybe with a small delay, then it's definitely a good investment. Now there's another problem.
Which one?
What you saw in Azizi Riviera, they started selling it with a very good price, and then at some point they increased the price. But what happened is, because it's a big community full of apartments, and obviously that means that people will underbid each other's deals, what pulls down the prices. What is happening right now is that they're still selling Riviera, the new phase, and the prices are more expensive than secondary market, right? So you can get now a new studio, a new building in Azizi, in this community, for starting 650,000, 700,000. But if you want to go to off-plan Azizi now and buy from the same developer for the same community, you would pay more for the same project. So this is where they fuck themselves a little bit by not really yeah, calculating right.
So let's say we're dealing with this kind of a developer that builds communities and go phase by phase. What do you think is the best strategy you can use?
I think going phase by phase can work out for good, like good quality developers that are always sold out anyways. Imar is doing this, or that might be different topic, but for some showbar, for example, for them it's working out going phase by phase. I think for some developers it's not working out. They should just release all the phases and give from the very beginning, give different prices. So you don't have these issues that at some point you have phase one, which is then way cheaper than what you are buying now from the other phase. Now it's not even worth it to go for this off plan, especially if they don't have post handover. Azizi doesn't give post handover payment plans. So in this case, why should I not just take the mortgage and go for the secondary market, which I can get the studio one bit way cheaper? It's not worth it anymore, right? This is the first point. The second point is also communities itself. So I hear many people, they say go for a community. It really depends. I think communities, they don't give you the same appreciation as single buildings. And it's because of, as we said before, there's too much offer. Too many people are selling. We have too many units. And at the end of the day, we don't have as many buyers, which pulls down the price. Now, if we look at buildings, for example, DT1 by Ellington, they have this small building in downtown, DT1, and all around, like downtown, those skyscrapers and all of that. But this single DT1 is gaining more capital appreciation on average than all these surrounded buildings. Is a fact, actually. So for you guys, you can go on Bayou Property Finder, check DT1 and all the other neighbor buildings. DT1 is getting more capital appreciation. Why is that? Because the boutique residential building, they care about the service, about the quality, about the maintenance, about all of the things, and they care about the reputation and the quality, and not about quantity. I want 10,000 units in one. Volume always destroys quality, always.
And you know what's interesting with Ellington, for example? No matter where they build their project, people see value.
Yeah.
Because the quality is top notch.
Quality is
Guys,
top notch.
just go there whenever you'll visit Dubai, and you'll have a chance to visit some of the
100%.
buildings and to see the quality. Go for Ellington's project.
100%.
No matter where they are,
Ellington is very good.
they give a lot. They really deliver even better than on the pictures, I can tell.
They actually have, and I know that from the insider when I was working in Ellington, they have always the before and after pictures from the brochure, and what they really delivered is always the same or even better than what they promised. So it's really insane. They really give you what you are looking for, not as to give some names, or let's not give some names.
I would like to give one name.
Okay.
Because I haven't done a deep research on Azizi Milan project, to be honest.
Okay.
But I have faced a little bit about Imtiaz developer, and the beautiful thing about this developer is they deliver, as they say, every single aspect. So when you go to the show apartment, you see the fixtures, lightings, the surfaces, everything will be the same as it is. And I was always like wondering if it's like true, And then I went and saw the apartment in JVC in Westwood Grande. It's the same, it's exactly the same as show apartment. All the furniture, usually they put all the other developers, they put in their show apartments cool furniture, really luxurious, but at the same time you get very simple one in reality.
They show always way more, and then you don't get even half of that.
Yeah, and Imtiaz, they have received award as an excellence A deliverer of projects.
They got awarded multiple times, as I can remember. And if we look at the project itself, they're not only high quality and good, they're affordable. The price is not through the roof like Imar, where you which is also a quality developer, but at the end of the day, you get just the basic foundation. You don't get any extras of fully furniture or a post handover. You don't get any extra service. With Imtiaz, they managed to create the whole package. You get a nice apartment, nice building, good quality, fresh, everything perfect, and it's affordable. It's not cheap, but it's affordable to average price.
Affordable. Like the one in Dubai Residence Complex, nowadays the price is like 680, 740, depends on the payment plan, of course.
Very nice, yeah.
These are very good prices
good.
for
For
Imtiaz.
quality
You get
building.
fully furnished. You get fully packaged.
Very nice.
The highest quality you want, you need, and you know what? The rental prices are really high.
Yeah. Imtiaz has good appreciation.
All of the project they delivered already, they have really high rental yield and appreciation.
Yeah.
So I mentioned the Imtiaz not just by coincidence. I think.
Is it because we are sitting here right now?
No, because we're sitting right now here, and also you talked about Azizi Milan. I think if you have such money, maybe another good option is going with Imtiaz.
Imtiaz, yeah. Imtiaz, and if you have more money, Ellington. One of my favorites is definitely Shoba. I really like the quality of Shoba. I like the buildings, the design, the building. They do very luxurious with the marble that they use. I would even from the design, I like Shoba even a little bit more than Ellington. Ellington, the quality is amazing. They make more like this between elegant and cozy lifestyle. For example, in their lobbies, always they have these books and the shelves, and they make it like a living room, which makes it very cozy. You want to sit there and drink a coffee. But Shoba is a little bit more luxurious from the design. So that's why I like Shoba more, which is one of my favorites by far.
But as a fact, if you take, for example, the same area, the buildings of Shoba and Ellington, like Shoba Hartman, for example.
Okay, yeah.
Shoba's projects appreciate less than Ellington.
100%. If it's for investment, I was talking about end use. End use, I would like more to live in a Shoba building. For making money, definitely Ellington. Definitely, the rents of Ellington are so high, and they don't drop. They're so stable. Even in the crash market that we had in Dubai, all the prices were dropping. Ellington was one of the few developers that even increased the prices. It was very insane.
And people go for it.
And still, it's sold out. When we launched the Ras Al Khaimah project, we had 950 units. Huge project, 950 apartments. It was sold out in hours.
Yeah,
the project was gone, and it was very expensive.
You think it's because of the Ellington name or more of a location?
You know how I was getting the clients with Ellington, because they always actually the only objection with Ellington, because quality everybody knows, the vibe, the design everybody knows, the location everybody knows is the top. They use always the top of the top. Only objection with Ellington, price, because we have to say it very honestly. Ellington is a little bit over average. It is over average.
It is over.
You will not get average price. So the point that the clients would say is, why is it so expensive? And I would tell them, can I see your phone? And they would pull out their iPhones. I'll say, you choose to buy the most expensive phone in the market.
There's got to be a reason, right?
Is it because of the name? Is it because it can be a mix of everything? It's because of the quality. It's because you believe in the brand. It's because it keeps the promises. It's because you know you can keep this phone for many years. It gives you more back than you're putting inside. And I would say, look, yes, I'm very honest. The price is over market. You are paying more. Definitely. You can get something way cheaper with post and all of that. Yes, you can. But you're getting a promise. You're getting exactly what they show you. And at the end of the day, you get more rent, way more rent, and more capital appreciation than all the buildings you see next to it. And this is a fact. This can people go and check.
You see, the fact is that they will appreciate, but for example, if your entry price was a little bit high and you were expecting to have an instant appreciation in 1 year, let's say, to get like 20%, 30% in resale, it's not the case with Ellington. If you want that strategy, you need to go like in like pre-launch stage and really to trust. Because new investors usually they do a lot of research and spend a lot of time, before they go for some investment. But with big developers, you don't have that chance. You don't have that few seconds even to think about it. You just need to trust.
You cannot. You need to go for it. Doesn't matter. Even the location doesn't matter. The point is, I would not go for Ellington or this quality developers. I don't think they're good for off-plan resale. they're more for long term, to get a high rent, and they prove to have one of the highest rents. They're just more for keeping them long time, over at least 3 years, I would say, keeping the rent, and at some point you can just resell them with a very high profit. But I would not take them for the strategy to resale as an off plan in 1 year or 2 years. I would not go for it, because for this, I think there are better strategies to go for even more affordable projects, if it's really the strategy is off plan resale.
Or go with Imar, which has a community and gives the same prices, you know, and at the same time you see the increase, the stable increase. You know, when you have like specific buildings in different locations like Ellington does, it's more that it relies on overall market growth. You know, that's what it is. Yeah, they have their own level in the market. But at the same time, their strategy with Ellington, when it's not the whole community they build, you need to pick a specific strategy that looks at the market growth, overall market growth, and the market not usually goes very high with spikes all the time. It goes slowly, actually. Like nowadays we have like 1% each month of growth in the market, but things are going well. We don't know like it's gonna be always like it, or it's gonna be even better. We cannot tell that. So you just need to keep in your mind that aspect. What else I wanted to add about Ellington? Whenever you enter, but a little bit late, let's say, yeah, and you pick the wrong strategy, it's not gonna work for you, definitely. So you need to be ready for at least 3-4 years of being patient.
I agree with you about this one. But to go back to talk about what would be actually nice for off-plan resale, let's say somebody's impatient. You just want to buy something, good price, and you want to flip it very fast, right? You just want to sell it before it's delivered, or 1 year, 2 year hold it and make some good profit. In this case, we should first of all go for an area that appreciates a lot. We have areas that have over 20% appreciation in the last year. Doesn't mean that it has to be same for every year, but we can look in these areas, and we can look for very affordable prices. For example, we were talking about this last forest-inspired home, by who was the developer?
HS,
exactly. And they have this forest-inspired home, right?
Yeah, the name even is Forest City.
Forest City.
They have the first project, which is in Majan. It's Dubai Land, and another one is in Dubai Residence Complex. Name is again Forest City Tower 2. The interesting thing is that the whole project is done by Chinese. Even the furnishing and finishings are done by Chinese. And they're relatively new. They've done some projects, but when I went there, so the idea was that it's gonna be like a forest city, right? Concept, so it's gonna be covered 30% by greenery.
Yeah.
But actually, what they said, they're gonna give these plants to owners, and they will decide to put those plants on the balconies or not. So it's not like the building will be covered by the developer. It's that they will give that option to the owners.
And it's actually beautiful, because if everybody will put a tree, it will look very similar. But it's like it will be very individual, you know? Because
I think what if nobody will put the plant?
I think they will put it.
And it's not going to be like a forest
I think they will put it. Think about yourself. Would you go for the greenery or not? I think most people would say yes.
I mean, I would like everyone go. I don't know.
I think most people will go.
I don't think if they go by just each of them deciding to put or not, then it may be not going to look cool. You know?
It will, yeah, I agree. It will not be a fully by greenery covered building, but I think there will be touch of nature, and I think it will be nice if they do it as the brochures and the pictures.
Yeah.
But what is more fascinating about this project is the prices. I think they have studios
600,000.
600,000.
Yeah, but again, it's just for normal payment plan. With post handover, it's like 700,000. So just keep in mind, guys. In Dubai, it's like that. If you want post handover payment plan, more flexible, the prices will be much higher.
Yeah, and they have the one beds for 880,000, which is for this area.
Again, normal payment plan.
Normal payment.
Like the post handover is like 1 million and above.
But it's still good because it's a 60-40 plan. So you can either take the 40% with mortgage, or you just take it, with the post handover, you pay a little bit more, and you just take it with the rent. But still, it's a very good price. And let's talk about the.
By the way, you get fully furnished.
And you get fully furnished, smart home system,
yeah.
And the most important point is the size.
Sizes are big.
Very big.
Like one beds are like 800 square feet.
Start. They're like
Studios
average 900 square, very big.
Yeah.
The 2 beds I think was starting 1,300 square.
Yeah.
Definitely over average of the market, which is 1,200. So yeah, I think it's a potential project. To be honest, if I would also invest myself in this project, they also delivered already.
But again, if you compare with Imtiaz has in the same area a project called Edition 5, which gives the same price for studios. With post handover.
It's more than 600.
No, it's like 740. Okay, 740 or 700. Which is better for you, in your opinion? Like,
I mean, Imtiaz already have the reputation. It is more safe.
It's more safe, right?
It's more safe.
Yeah.
It is. Somebody that doesn't want to risk it, I would definitely go for Imtiaz. But what I really like is a greenery concept. I think if they really can put it into reality, this greenery concept, it will be better.
That's the risk.
That's a risk. We don't know.
That's what I saw visiting their development. I saw that maybe they will not deliver as they say.
We don't know. It's a risk factor. Yeah.
It's risky a little bit for investors.
But you are only looking at the bad side of the coin. What if they do it? Then it will have more appreciation than Imtiaz. If they really do a greenery because in this area I didn't see any building like this with trees from every building with a tree, and I didn't see that.
So at the end of the day, it's important to say to your investors that you see this one, it has a unique concept. It may appreciate more, but it's a little bit riskier.
It's more risky. Yeah.
At the same time, you can go with Imtiaz, who has the reputation, who delivers as they say, and it will be more safe, and you will get what they say.
Yeah, there's always safe way and risky way. I think also it depends on the clients. It depends on the personality. I like to go and risk it sometimes.
Would you risk with your last money? That's the thing.
Because if it was a developer that didn't deliver before, no, I would not. But because I saw the buildings that they delivered already in International City, they have I think 2 buildings.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and the quality was not bad. This is why, in this specific case, I would risk it. So I would risk it in a smart way. I would not just risk it with any developer. But overall, if you want to play it safe, you want to gain your guaranteed appreciation. Of course, Imtiaz is well developed. They already delivered. They have their reputation. They have good quality. So then it's a different topic.
Yeah, another good thing I would add to this Forest City Tower project, that the 1 beds have actually a nice view on Haven by Aldar community, which is like villa townhouse community mostly. So they have an open view if you compare like Imtiaz, which stands somewhere in the middle of DRC.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of that you need to put into consideration.
This is one, I really love Imtiaz, but this is one bad point I have to give. And it's okay because you will not find the perfect developer. Every developer has a weak point. For Imtiaz is the locations. They take good locations, but in that they take good areas, but in that area they don't take the best. For example, Ellington, they really take the best locations.
Yeah,
they really take the best. Same as Imar, same as Shoba, they always take the best with the best connection and the best view. Imtiaz doesn't do it always. Even if we look at the new project in Dubai Island, okay, Dubai Island's a nice area, but they put it in a way that you have blocked view from the sides. Still, there's empty plots, but at some point it will be blocked. It's directly at the road with the noise. It's not directly at the beach. And I can understand that they did this to save the plot cost to sell it cheaper, which is good because now they're selling the 1 beds at starting price 1.9 million. Ellington was selling 1 beds at 2.3, 2.4 million. So it's a 500,000 dirham difference. It's huge. But at the end of the day, Ellington, you have direct private beach access. You have over 30 amenities, and you don't have this in Imtiaz. So you need to see what is more important for you.
That's the hard thing.
This is a hard thing. Yeah. You want the price, or you want to go for the best of the best. But at the end of the day, it will appreciate also more. So if you have the money, and this is my opinion, I think if you have the money and the chance, you should go for the best option. that prove to have the best appreciation at the same time.
Yeah, it comes down to every investor's pocket and like lifestyle also. A lot of times I hear like investors saying, I'm just looking for investment, but at the same time asking what's going to be there, what's in the area, is it close to the beach? This is not the right mindset
It
to have.
doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
Guys, you need to understand, you cannot have the best price, the best location, the best, biggest layout, with direction to the sun, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And believe me, I had many clients, they really regretted when they were looking for the best, or they said, okay, let me wait after launch and I want to see the best. And then the launch is there, especially good project. Bam, 1 hour, the project is sold out, and then they wait. This is the funny part. They want to wait till a good unit comes back. Will never happen. I had this issue in Ellington after we sold out Dubai Island in Cove. Every developer still gets some cancellations, right? But the good units, you never get a cancellation. So I had clients literally waiting for 5-6 months, literally with the EOI, to catch a unit with the good beach view. And I told them already, we can do that. I can keep your money, but you will not get it. You will not.
Yeah, you're right. I actually want to play a game with you.
Okay.
We can play game considering like we like have for a studio 700-800.
Nice. Okay, I like that.
1,000.
Let's do it.
And I'm gonna ask like by each area, where do you think it's better to invest? Okay. So I know, guys, in which areas you can possibly buy a studio with that amount. So let's start. What do you think it's better? Studio City or Motor City?
They have very similar areas, both in the same phase. Capital appreciation very similar. If I had to choose, I like the vibe of Motor City more.
Okay.
The coffees, the roads, just the looks.
You can just say first the area name you like,
okay,
or you prefer, and at the end you will explain like why this is the best one for you.
Okay, Motor City.
Okay, Motor City. Now, Motor City and Arjan.
Motor City. I know most people would say Arjan, but I think Motor City.
So you're not like most people.
I guess not.
Okay, so Motor City or Dubai Production City?
Definitely Motor City.
Definitely. Okay.
By the way, guys, Production City was, I think, the most affordable, or the second most affordable after International City from the last year's transactions.
Yeah, and by the way, there was a moment when Bingati was selling studios for 500K when you would put like 100% in advance. 500K from Bingati. It was crazy.
It's crazy.
People were just grabbing and putting all their last monies for that one. Okay, so going forward, Motor City. We're still on Motor City. Right?
Any better options?
Okay, Motor City or Dubai Silicon Oasis?
Are we talking about living or appreciation? Or both mixed?
You wanna pick?
If it's for appreciation, actually no, Silicon Oasis. I'll take the last years. They had a good appreciation. Yeah.
You have an explanation why?
They have more transactions happening. They have a higher appreciation. We have more. Not many developers are focusing right now on Motor City. In Silicon Oasis, yes.
And yeah, guys, don't forget Dubai Silicon Oasis. It's one of the freehold zones in Dubai.
Also.
Yeah. Okay, Dubai Silicon Oasis or Marjan?
Marjan potential area. Also very potential. They have good prices, very good appreciation. I think last year it was even over 17%. If I'm correct.
Higher than Dubai Silicon Oasis.
It was higher, yeah. But overall, I think Silicon Oasis.
Okay.
Only appreciation, Marjan.
Yeah, but you need to pick one.
If I pick one, Silicon Oasis. I like the energy more.
Okay, we still have more. Dubai Silicon Oasis or Lebanon.
No, Silicon Oasis.
Okay, it was easy.
That was easy. Okay,
Hey,
also one of the most affordable areas.
You want another easy one?
This sounds, these ones are too easy. Give me a nice areas.
Okay. Dubai Silicon Oasis or GLT?
GLT.
Why?
I like GLT.
Why?
I like the concept. I like the parks, the greenery, the canal, or the artificial sea, call it as you like. All the restaurants and bars. I really like GLT, but I think GLT has way more potential. Like, for example, this lazy lake that they have there. They should put some, I don't know, some water shows, some lights. It's a very nice area, but they didn't fully take the potential of, I think.
Yeah, we still have potential in all areas, actually.
Yeah, but GLT, the base is already there, you know?
Yeah.
You just need to add some details and it will be very nice.
You think they're gonna add some details?
No.
That's what I think too. That's what I think. But you didn't put into consideration that fact that GLT might not.
But it's still beautiful.
Improvement.
Still, I like it. It's very green. It has waterfront.
It's more personal, or
personal use, yeah. But the appreciation is not bad. Especially what I saw is in short-term rental for the people that cannot afford marina.
Yeah.
They tend to go because of the metro. So I think it depends. If you want to do short-term rental, definitely very good potential. Yeah.
Okay, so we're now on GLT. Now comes down to
now phase 2. Okay.
One of the hardest choices, like GLT or JVC.
Oh, hard one. Yeah. For appreciation, JVC.
But I want more.
For living,
deep answer. On
me
this.
Personally, for living, GLT. But I know many people would disagree with me. I know people that love JVC, they love JVC. Yeah. But first of all, you don't have the same traffic in GLT than JVC. You don't have the same crowd as JVC. You don't have the same noise than JVC. So for living, I would 100% say GLT. But JVC is appreciating more because we're very unique.
Yeah, concept. Guys. By the way, Ilya is saying about traffic comparing to JVC, but you know, nowadays I'm living in JVC and I'm not facing any huge traffics there. So maybe comparing, yeah, it's less.
No, now they worked on it.
But they're working on that, and they will add 4 more exits. Actually,
they're expanding also the roads. There's a bridge coming.
Yeah, 3 more metro stations are coming, so it's also gonna help.
So for the future, the traffic is not a problem. But compared, I'm just saying the comparison. JVC had a situation with traffic, now not anymore, and it will be way better. But overall, GLT is just a very more quiet and more chill area.
Yeah, because they have like townhouses and villas, a lot of them.
Also townhouses, villas, and yeah.
All right, so JLT. I don't know any other areas that can compare to GLT, actually, like strong ones. So I think that's the
GLT.
That's the end of the game. Congratulations.
but we're in phase 2 now.
But okay, then if you choose this area, you gotta give a good project that people can invest in GLT, right? Otherwise, it makes no sense. Just choosing the area. Do you know any?
The thing is, we used to have many active developers in GLT.
Yeah.
Now there are not many active developers anymore. We have off plans, but not from any major developer.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one, I would go for Ellington. They have Mercer House. Also more expensive than the market average, but this project is very unique.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the mock-up. It's something that I never saw, not only in GLT, in whole Dubai, I didn't saw it like this. There's a mall inside of the building. They have this, they have a lot of amenities, this big pool that is overlooking GLT, up to uptown GLT, the view. And the concept and the design itself is very unique, but very expensive. It's a luxurious project, but I would go for that one.
Definitely can work for you guys. All right, Ilya, you have anything to add to this topic?
What is your favorite area?
My favorite area is JVC. I live there.
Obviously.
I live there.
Okay, let's dig deep into this.
All right.
We have the little brother of JVC, JVT. Now, me personally, let me ask you first. JVC or JVT?
JVT or JVC?
Hard one, huh?
Listen,
it's a different concept, but
it's more. I'm gonna go more personal on this because I picked the area, And not only me, by the way, I noticed that a lot of investors, they say they're gonna visit, they're gonna go to areas, feel the vibe, feel the lifestyle, and then they will choose. And me too. I prefer more to feel that high, good energy in the area. So I visited many times JUT. And yeah, it's real. It's calm. It's good, but it's too calm for me, bro.
It's very quiet.
It's very quiet, too quiet. Like I have a feeling like nobody lives there. You know.
It's very empty also. No
It's
traffic
empty,
at all.
right?
You don't see even cars.
Yeah.
But it's because you don't have this high resident. You only have the high residentials at the outer line, and inside is only for the people that don't know and haven't been there. Inside you have only villa and townhouses. But what I love, what I really love about JVT, it's surrounded by greenery. There's not one single townhouse that is not surrounded by greenery. Even when you drive in this area, you have everywhere the palms and the trees, and it's a very nice vibe, very nice. They have a big park, but on the other side, it's very quiet. For some people, it's too quiet, too calm. It's the opposite of JVC, I would say. JVC is very alive. You know, you have the bars, the mall, you have everything.
That's what I like about JVC.
It's very alive.
Yeah, it's alive.
It's alive.
It has a lot of energy.
It has energy.
You see a lot of nationalities over there. European
very
and
mixed.
Americans also, Russians, and a lot of nationalities. And you know, they offer more cool projects, I would say.
Of course, we have
like seeing from a cube
40
plus amenities in the same building, you know, overlooking to the golf course of Sports City. It's amazing, like having that project there, or Green Group project.
Yeah, Green Group, very nice. Also,
it's unique, right?
Very nice developer, also very quality.
And the reason why JVC offers this project, because it already shows a lot of potential, and it will have more potential. And yeah, that's why I choose JVC. And I don't like when people say, you know, there's a lot of traffic over there. Really,
it used to have traffic.
But that's not the fact that you need to stick to and not choose JVC.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. The appreciation is good. The area is also a lot of greenery, parks. But just to keep one thing in mind, JVT had more appreciation last year. They had 2 to 3% more appreciation.
Yeah, but
than
more
JVC.
demand in JVC.
Yeah, demand is higher. I mean, obviously, the number one transaction area is JVC, but the appreciation for JVT is not bad. Especially the villa and townhouse, they had over 20%, and the apartments had over 17%.
You know which area also performs well this year? Al Furjan.
I just want to say yeah,
it's crazy.
Furjan is
like I wasn't expecting.
They had over 20% also.
Yeah, like as an agent, you should have forecast something like that. Yeah, but Al Furjan is performing really surprising for me.
Very high. Also, more developers are focusing on Furjan right now. We have Object One, they focus there. We have Tiger next to that.
Azizi.
Azizi.
A lot of Azizi's projects over there.
Yes, a lot of Azizi.
What do you think when you see in the area a lot of Azizi's projects? You think it's...
Azizi goes for affordable areas. This is their concept always. The only big mistake they did was the Burj Azizi, which was the first time in history that Azizi chose to make an ultra luxurious project.
Yeah.
And I think it's a big flop. I think it's a big mistake from them, because people know and go to Azizi because of their affordability. All of a sudden, they're launching one beds for 8 million dirham plus, which is over $2 million.
Yeah, it's hard.
And in an area where the average for a one bed would be maybe 2 million, 2.5 million, something in this range. If you want very luxurious, maybe 3 million. But 8 million? This is not even 2 times more. This is almost 3 times more the average price for a developer that is not known for luxurious projects. So this is the thing with Azizi. They tend to go for affordable areas like JVC, like I was thinking about Tiger, like for example Furjan, for example Dubai Land, Dubai South, this type of areas. But with this one project, they did a huge mistake, I think.
Okay, let's finish this video by the last game challenge.
Tell me.
So we mentioned Al Furjan, but in our game we didn't mention that area. And compared to your favorite one, JLT, let's compare JLT and Furjan.
If it's for personal use or end use, I would like to live in GLT.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, guys, that we still don't have the metro. There will be a metro coming in Fujian. Still, we have the metro, but is far from the. There is actually 2 metros: Discovery Gardens, which you can use, and the Fujian metro. But is for most buildings is very far. You have to walk like 15 minutes, up to 20 minutes. So you cannot really use it. If you're next to the metro, it's fine. But for end use, especially the greenery and stuff, it cannot keep up with GLT. From the appreciation, Fujian.
Okay.
This is my opinion on that. What do you think?
I still choose JVC.
You don't care about any area, JVC.
I just love JVC.
Yeah, JVC is nice.
I mean, the location, bro, it's in the middle.
This is what every JVC resident says. It's in the middle.
It's in the middle. It's in the center of the world.
If you consider Pont Jebel Ali is in the middle.
Yeah.
If we don't consider Jebel Ali, it's not in the middle.
But you should consider already.
Oh,
it's
man.
coming, man.
What is in Jebel Ali
Someone
right
is
now?
moving over there.
In 10 years.
Future, it'll be like that.
Yeah. Next time we can talk about Jebel Ali, maybe. About maybe Nakhil, about if it has potential.
Definitely discuss Jebel Ali, Dubai South, projects from.
I also want to talk about Pont Jumeirah, how it's insane that they have one of the, they're top 1 or top 2, I think now they're top 2 actually, of the highest price area.
Yeah.
And still they have one of the highest transactions. It's crazy, like the villas.
Yeah.
We have, I checked last time, we have every second day, we have 1 villa sold in Pont Jumeirah, every second day. And they're going for at least 30, 40 million. So it's insane, like so expensive.
And it's insane. They still have new projects over there. I don't know, have you heard or not, but
Ellington has 2 projects there.
Not new ones, like
not just launched, but still they're just building it.
Yeah. So the new project's name will be announced next time on the next video, guys. But there's a lot of things that we can talk about on next video, and we discussed today areas for studios. You can comment and ask which ask us to send you the list of the areas and the pricings from every area where you can invest your money. We will help you with that. So please comment under this video, and we'll help you.
Yes, guys, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a follow if you want to get updated. And as Edgar said, any questions you have, we are here for you guys, and we will definitely support you and assist you with that.
Okay.
So,
see you next time.
See you next time, guys.